Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dylan. We are back here with another Madden video. Today we're going to be updating my best right in tier list in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Now before we dive into the tier list, if you are new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you take a little second out of your day to make sure to go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. I upload content like this almost every single day, so I would greatly appreciate it. Now getting it started right here, I think the S tier is looking pretty good. I think the S tier, still the S tier, but I'm kind of iffy on the A tier, so I'm gonna go ahead, move some people down to the point where we're now looking like this. A tier, I know Everson Griffen has at least a 90 pass rush move and some good speed. In the S tier is just full of guys that are a little bit built different. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now the first card we got right here is a card with Ndamukong Suh. He can go ahead and get every single team chem if he played for him, so like the Dolphins, and also every single NFC team, which, I mean, if you're rocking an NFC theme team, for sure a big help. Now he's going to be, I think, more of a run defender, than a pass rusher, right? So he's going to have 90 power moves. Very good. He's going to be a thick old boy. Very good. I would play this guy at defensive tackle. Would not play him at defensive end. Maybe if you're running like 3-4, I guess, but I don't think 3-4 is too common. Has some decent speed, 73 powered up. Not the worst, not the best either, but hey, you know, it's okay. Run stopper archetype, 90 plus impact block, 90 plus block shed. Can get inside stuff for the cheap, which in my opinion, I've gotten a ton of questions about like inside stuff, no outsider, stuff like that. I think inside stuff is by far the best run stopping ability in the game. But the thing that hurts this card is, one, his speed is a little bit slow, and also 70 finesse moves. And given his traits, he's going to use every single pass rush move. So we got to look at that finesse moves. I think he's kind of on the B tier, C tier level, like a little bit in between. If you play him at defensive tackle, I'd probably put him B tier. You know what? I'm actually gonna move him B tier. I think him and Cam Heyward are somewhat similar. I think Cam Hayward's a little bit better, but very good run defender. Slightly lacking in pass rush with just 1 rating, so that's what really holds him back. If his speed was any better, I would have him A tier. Now we got one of my personal favorite rushers on the list, Haason Reddick right here. He's going to be super fast, powered up, going to be 89 speed. Pretty good physical stats all across the board besides change of direction. And he's going to go ahead be the second pass rush we covered. And we're already going to go ahead deep dive into traits a little bit. I'm going to pull up his mud.gg card to show you guys why, once again, traits are so important. So here's Haason Reddick right here. Again, best site to look at all this stuff is mud.gg. They have an absolutely phenomenal site. 90 finesse moves, and I know what you're thinking, right? Oh, we just covered Ndamukong Suh. He had like 70 finesse moves, 90 power moves. He's gonna be on like the same tier, right? What if I told you you were kind of wrong? He does have only 80 block shed, which is a pretty big downside, so not really a great run defender at all. But we're gonna come down here to traits. I'm gonna go ahead and move myself to the left this time because I tried to show you guys this at a previous video and I was blocking it off. But player traits right here. Things you want to look at, like big hitter on, yes, would obviously be the best, but given his pass rush moves, right? Power moves, what are those? That's going to be the bull rush move right here. He's not going to do bull rush moves, so you can pretty much ignore his power move rating. Spin move you would want to be on yes, do not get me wrong. This being on no does kind of suck a little bit, but he only goes ahead and does swim move. Now I'm pretty sure, like 99.7% sure, that the ability swim club or something like that, that's in user ability. It's not like El Toro that activate with the AI. Speedster even activates with the AI. So I don't think I would try. I mean, you could try to run it, see if it goes crazy on him, because that's literally the only move he will do. So yeah, that's why this card is just really good. I was running a 50-50 Carolina Panthers team on my Xbox for a little bit, and this card was amazing. So now we're gonna go ahead and rate him right here. I think I'm gonna have him either A tier or B tier. I'm thinking A tier. The one thing on this card that is the difference between S and A in my opinion is that run defense. He's a little bad against the run, so I think A tier more than S tier, but he's a perfect pass rusher in my opinion. Now next up right here, we got our guy Seymour. So he's gonna be absolutely insane. I'm gonna tell you right now, he's in the S tier. I think I might move Kabeer down because he is again lacking in 1 pass rush move. Just kidding. I'm not going to move Kabeer down. He's actually still really good, and I think he's would be the best card in A tier. But Going on to Richard Seymour, gonna be 90 speed powered up, and it's pretty thick. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is another card. He's the best defensive tackle, or I mean, we might cover another card later that is better than him, but I think he's the best defensive tackle out of all the cards we covered so far. I mean, you could play this card right in. He still has very, very good speed, but in my opinion, I think that speed at D tackle would be better used. 95 acceleration, 95 strength, pretty good physical stats all across the board besides change of direction, which is a pretty common theme with like linemen and linebackers. So actually, I went ahead. I made a mistake. This card is actually not S tier. I'll put him A tier. But let's go back to what I was saying. I got his card pulled up again right here on mutt.gg. This time, look at his ratings. 95 finesse moves, 82 power moves, right? Come down here to his traits. So first traits, utilize bull rush on yes, swim and spin on no. So the power moves are what he's gonna use. He can't do these finesse moves. So the card is actually pretty bad. Besides speed, that's really the one thing putting him still in the A tier for me. I mean, block shed, impact blocking still really, really good, and 6'6", 310. I thought his stats were, I thought the finesse moves were his power moves, and he had like 90 plus power moves, but no, this card actually, if you're noticing maybe Richard Seymour isn't shedding for you, that's probably why. Like, I'll still put him A tier because of the speed, but like, he's like bottom tier A. Now, next up right here, we have Jason Taylor. This is personally my favorite player of all time. Quick little fun fact, you know, if we ever get like really, really big and we start doing quizzes like Bengal, you heard it here, okay? My favorite player of all time, Jason Taylor, okay? Now, Jason Taylor, he's gonna go into the S tier, and there's a big reason why. So, it's his archetype, which a lot of people have complained about his archetype, right? But his archetype, depending on what you do with it, it could be bad, do not get me wrong. He misses out on pass rush abilities such as like double or nothing because he's that run stopper archetype, but the reason why it could actually be good, this is one of the few cards. One, you can play my defensive tackle. Two, he has the speed to go ahead, use that inside stuff, get that activated, shed the block, and then go ahead and have that speed to make the tackle. 89 speed powered up across the board, great physical stats. He has 94 finesse moves powered up, and given his traits, you don't have to look at the power moves. He has bull rush on yes, but spin and swim on no. So I really like the card. Some people might knock him down a whole tier because of archetype, but in my opinion, I think you could make it work. If you're struggling to stop the run, this is the card again. Put that inside stuff ability on him. I think he'll do great. You could play him at defensive tackle, could play him at defensive end. You could play him at linebacker if you want to. This card is just absolutely amazing in my opinion. Now, next up right here, we have Frank Clark, who I'm going to go ahead and put into the A tier. I really think I should drop Richard Seymour down because of his traits. He's not really that good. But Frank Clark so far, I think, is the best card we've covered in A tier. Pretty good speed, gonna have 85, decent physical stats all across the board, 87 finesse moves, 94 power moves powered up, and he has every pass rush trait on yes, so it's pretty. If he had 90 finesse moves, he'd be in the S tier. Only thing I'd like to see slightly better on him is again that finesse moves, and also block shed I like to be above 90, but overall I think he's a very, very good card. Now we got Josh Sweat right here, who is an interesting card. I think I'm gonna put him in the B tier. I really do like him. I might like him more than Richard Seymour, to be honest with you, but the thing on him is he has one bad pass rush move. He's gonna have 87 speed, which is really, really good, 90 finesse moves, but then he has power moves in the 70s, and he has that bull rush trait on yes, so he's gonna go ahead and use those power moves. And he has pretty decent run defense, not like 90s or anything, but high 80s for like block shed, impact block. So I think he's pretty solid, and you could have got this card for free, so he's a nice little budget option as well. Next up right here, we have John Abraham, who is another card that got absolutely hoed by traits. I'm gonna put him right by Richard Seymour. Oh my god, when you look at this card, right, this is why, again, I think mutt.gg is so important because it shows you the traits. If you look at just his card, you're like, oh my god, this guy is like the best. Like, he looks so good. He's gonna have 90 speed, just like Richard Seymour, 90 plus finesse moves, and then like high 80s for bull rush / power moves, right? Pretty decent run defense across the board too, good speed, all that stuff. But then you look at his traits, okay? He has swim and spin move on no, so that 94 finesse move rating is literally basically worthless, right? I mean, the high 80s for bull rush is not bad. Like, I think he's better than Richard Seymour, but Like it just really hurts the card a lot. Like if that was in the 90s, he could still be S tier, but just high 80s just isn't really good enough in my opinion. Now we got Calais Campbell right here. I'm gonna put him right by Ndamukong Suh. Literally reminds me of him so much. This is another card where I would for sure play him a defense tackle. I don't think he has the speed to play DN. He's gonna be like mid 70 speed powered up. But this Calais Campbell card, he's like 6'8", 300 pounds, so he's a big body. Definitely makes a difference in the run game, and especially on next gen, I do think like weight and size does play an important factor. I still think your D-line does get driven off the ball, maybe a little bit too much, but you know, I think he can make a difference. That run stopper archetype, this time he has 90 power moves, which is really good, but he has 83 finesse moves powered up. It's better than Suh, don't get me wrong, he's better than Suh, but I need to see like his speed go up a little bit, or that move into the 90s to put him in the A tier. He's pretty good though, really good at stopping the run. Honestly, like a perfect nose tackle. Like if you're playing like a 3-4 or something, I could definitely see you using this card. Now next up right here, a card I don't really like a whole lot, Gregory. I'm gonna lob him into the C tier. Everything about this card is like mid, right? Like 85 speed, it's actually pretty good, but 88 finesse moves, and then like 79 power moves. He has bull rush on yes and like swim move on yes, so he's gonna go ahead use both those ratings. His power move rating is just a little bit low. Next up right here we have Leonard Williams, who once again I'm gonna put him right next to each other. This time he's really lacking on speed, and he doesn't hit 90 for power moves, so he's gonna be 72 speed. He's more of a run stopper, but power or pass rush wise, the finesse move, you can ignore that rating. This is another card I would play defense tackle, by the way, but his traits are bull rush yes, swim and spin move on no, so you don't have to look at the finesse moves. But not hitting that 90 power moves really does hurt this card. Now another card right here that got absolutely hoed by traits. Call him Richard Seymour Jr. I can't put him in the S tier, I just can't. So 91 speed powered up, which everyone's like, oh my god, that's speed, that's speed, that's speed, that's speed. If you play him a defensive tackle, want to spy him off, yes, that's fine, that's good, all that stuff, right? But as a main pass rusher, he is not that good. Another card where literally everything else is perfect besides his traits. So finesse move 95, 94, right around there, powered up, right? Power moves 83. Now his traits, only bull rushes on yes, so the finesse move rating doesn't matter, and he has like 80s for power moves, but I mean the speed is still good. But from a pass rushing standpoint, people in the B tier are going to be better than him. Now next up right here we have Nick Bosa, who he's literally one stat away from being perfect, like literally 1+1 away from being perfect powered up. I'm still going to put him in the S tier. I think he's one of the best pass rushers in the game. He's better than everyone in A tier. He can go ahead and be 86 speed powered up, very good. 96 finesse moves, so I think that might be the highest of one pass rush move we've covered. The one thing is he hits 89 power moves. You want that to be 90. He also has every pass rush trait on yes, which is perfect when you have a 90-90 player. Great block shed, impact blocking, all that. It's literally one power move away from being perfect, so I still think he's deserving an S tier. It's just literally one stat away from being perfect. Now Chase Young right here, I really like. I feel like Chase Young always plays better than his overall. He's going into A tier for me. Good speed, gonna be 88 powered up, pretty much across the board. Good physical stats, 95 finesse moves, so pretty perfect on that end. It's just 83 power moves powered up. Again, another card that has every pass rush trait on yes, just a little bit low on the power moves. If that went ahead, got increased, he'd be S tier for sure. And lastly right here, a card that kind of sucks. Jerry Tillery is gonna go like an F tier. Card's just bad. He has like 70 speed and only 80 for a pass rush move. And yeah, y'all, that has been my updated right end tier list in Madden 22. Let me know down in the comments what you agree with, what you disagree with. Are you surprised about Willie, mcginest, John Abraham, and Richard Seymour? I thought for sure by just looking at their cards they were locked in S tier, but those traits really do matter, and it really hurts these cards a lot. I know some people might be in the comments like disagreeing me on this. Let me know if you've used them a lot. Like, have they played good for you? Have you noticed them not pass rushing as good? But if you did stay to the end, you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on the video, and also subscribe if you are new. I appreciate y'all clicking onto the video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. But other than that, man, has been your boy Dill, and I'm out.